Hello friends, I'm Chi. Yeah, how you all doing? Today I bring you some news. Yes, about the Reddito Cittadinanza, Reddito Emergenza. But all of you are thinking, when is that day? I got some low kind of payment. What really happened? Is it supposed to be so? You would like to know why. Also, this bonus of agricolo, disoccupazione agricolo. Yes, you like to know that too. Another news making headline, even sanatoria. What are they saying? Are they saying to stop it or not? You like to know with Chi, you will know everything. Yes, if you're here for the first time, why don't you subscribe? Because you get information like this. I'll keep you informed, updated, thrilled, man, shock you at the same time. Yes, please subscribe. It's free, man. All right, my friends who have already done so, thank you very much. And those of you who are sharing for me, man, thank you, because you're part of the game. Without you, I won't be here. You're the reason why I'm here doing this thing. And you who's watching me, also subscribe. Thank you. Remember to share the love by spreading it on WhatsApp, Facebook, so that they will know that Cheese here doing something like this. Yes, thank you very much. Who is Cheese? Here, Nigerian? Of course, you know that. Please show me love, Nigerians, guys. Subscribe, man. All right. So please. Yes, moving straight to the order of the day. Daddy Freeze, you know that guy, that on-air personality guy. Daddy Freeze is on the news again. For what? For the wrong reasons. What is happening? You know, this guy have been bashing ministers, telling them that tithing is not good. It's a fraud, man. People don't have to do these things. It's Old Testament. But now this guy is in the news. Just some days back, the High Court, not really High Court, a court in Port Harcourt, have passed a judgment on him, saying that he has to pay a whooping fine of 5 million naira to the husband of his wife, you know, this Benedicta, this present wife who is with now, you know, she filed a divorce. So, but she didn't win that case. She lost it. So the court is asking Daddy Freeze to pay the fine of 5 million naira for adultery, committing adultery with this Benedicta, who is his present wife, who was a wife to another man. Yeah, you know, they said that time she was in her marriage, Daddy Freeze was lamshangi, that's sex, man. This lady, while she was in her marriage, also, you know, Daddy Freeze also filed a divorce on his own wife to that girl. I've forgotten her name. Yoruba names are difficult. So though he has divorced her, but now they said he's guilty for committing adultery. Even this woman even was asking in her own kind of, you know, when you want to file for divorce, there are requests you have to make. She was requesting for 1.5 million naira every month for upkeep of her and the children. And also every year, every 3 years, brand new car. Also every year they have to go for vacation abroad. This man have to pay this thing. That is, her former husband have to pay these things. It's crazy. And also a share in the family estate. These are the things she's demanding. During that time, she was filing for this divorce. But now, the case was against her because her former husband brought evidences from her WhatsApp, digital evidence from her phones. I don't know how he did it. Maybe he went through the network or paid WhatsApp. I don't know how he did it. He retrieved photos of her. Those of you who are sending naked photos, be careful, because it could be retrieved. You know, you can just go and pay and they'll give it to you. Also, messages that were shared between her and Daddy Freeze. So all these things were retrieved. So this man presented it to the court, as they said, as it's scared. I didn't see anyone, but that's what they said. So I'm presenting it to the court. The court found it relevant as evidence, but she never brought any vital evidence against the husband, because she's saying the husband is a gay man, gay things, man, because she says she has caught him many times trying to lamushangin another man, even lamushangin even in the act, also trying to have sex with his own daughter. So these are the allegations she brought, but they dismissed it, say it has no, it doesn't hold water at all. But now this man has won the case, so now they said she has to hand over these 3 children to the man, and even when they adopted, both of them have to share the co-responsibility of taking care of that one. So now the 3 children will be going back until they are 18 years old. That is when she'll have access to them. That's what they're saying now. So that the friend is saying, hey, I'm gonna go to court, man. I have to appeal this case because this is not true. I never committed adultery. I don't know whether they framed all these things up just to destroy his ministry, because this man will be bashing pastors. So I don't know whether it's a teamwork against him. Nobody knows. I can't tell. So that is it. Adultery, hitting everywhere. Are you committing adultery? you watch. Are you committing adultery? Which one? Fornication or adultery? Please repent, okay? It's not good, because when they find this evidence against you, definitely you have to share that your properties with your accuser. Okay, let's move to the next one. Yes, about 101 Nigerian soldiers have deserted, escaped, run away. They are cowardice. They call them cowardice, because when you die in the act of war, you know, they call you gallant, you know, warrior, you know, brave soldier. But now these ones who have escaped are called cowardice. I don't know if they are listening to me, because I know that some of them have fled to Libya, from Libya to Europe. I'm telling you, most of them have gotten documents, and I'm speaking to you. They know themselves. Yes, so they said about 101 of them have deserted. What really happened? On order to recapture Marte town, that town that was ravaged by Boko Haram. So they went. Actually, they did the job. But what happened next will shock you, because they now got the news that these Boko Haram guys are coming with heavy force. You know, they normally launch that rocket launcher that normally tear their body into pieces. The Nigerian soldiers, you know, body parts everywhere when this rocket launcher launches on them. So when they hear that this rumor that these guys are coming back to launch a heavy attack, gun duel thing, man, you know how it is. Most of them, fear gripped their soul. They're like, I want to go and do the thing in the bush like to poo-poo, man. And when they got there, they ran away from there. I'll tell you, most of them ran away. Even most of them deserted at night, disappeared, because that fear of being ripped off by bullets and rocket launchers gripped them, and they have to just run. So now they are saying that their names have been published. About 101 of them, even the one they call officers, those one who went through NDA, and sergeants and privates, all of them. Most of them have deserted. So they published and they said, hey, if you catch them, man, bring them back here. They have to be court-martialed according to military law. Definitely, you know, court-martial thing could lead to their deaths too. But I will not. Will you find them? If you find them, will you talk? Guy, will you talk? You know. If you don't know, you don't know. All right. So now that is it. But Ami said something shocking. According to the decree 1964, they said the Secrecy Act, they have to implement it. So they said nothing like that happened. Nothing like that happened. No soldier deserted. They are all in high morale. You know, it's not true. They said they're all in high morale doing the job there. Well, what do you expect? They always deny as usual. Not in their favor accepted. So are you surprised? I'm not surprised too. So, but these soldiers, it's a pity, man. They love their life. They love their soul. I tell you, if there's a civil war now in Nigeria, I tell you, many more soldiers, thousands of them are going to desert, because they don't want to just die for nothing while the politicians are just enjoying the money. I'm telling you, most of them are thinking, how do they even start deserting? They are just figuring it out. Well, let them ask those who have deserted to give them the idea how they did it. All right, moving to another one. A soldier was caught in Nigeria, Zamfara State. Him and his girlfriend going to supply ammunitions to the herdsmen there, those killer herdsmen in the bush, in those forests, you know. They'll caught them with these weapons and uniforms, you know. So how did they do it? According to intelligence, those ones who are giving evidence, information to the security agencies in Nigeria, in that particular village, they are the one who leaked the secret to the soldiers and say, hey, one of you is doing this thing. Look at how you operate. So that guy was apprehended. So definitely he's going to give them more, I don't know. If they are the one behind it, do you think they'll tell us what really happened at the end? Well, finally we have known that they themselves are involved in this whole thing, supplying weapons to these people. We have been wondering, how did they get these weapons? But now we have gotten this evidence. This guy has been caught like a rabbit. He was caught like a rabbit, red-handed, man. So, well, let's see if he's going to mention the names of those who are sending him for this kind of message, because definitely he did not do this alone. It takes two to tango. He doesn't, you know, it takes two to tango, you know what I mean, if you're with talk. All right, so that is it. So now, another thing shocking happened in Meduguri. The governor there, Zulum, that guy, he said that most of those Boko Haram guy who was giving, you know, that safe corridor thing, they say if you pass through there, you surrender, we are going to de-radicalize you and then give you some money and then you join the Nigerian army force. You know, they did all those things. But what happened next is shocking, because this guy finally deserted. They have to go back to the Boko Haram, to their members in the forest. That means they have gathered evidence, gathered a lot of evidence and information, surveyed the whole villages, and then went back to submit it to their capo, that is Shakar, that man there. So now, that is so shocking, because it's crazy. How can you put these people in the army? You know, how do you ever think that this guy would radicalize? This guy have been brainwashed. They have accepted this thing like their faith, man, like a religion. So it's crazy. So they should learn from what has happened and stop all this crazy thing they are saying, they radicalize and can you even pronounce that? Okay, so that is it. Now, most of you were wondering what is really happening to sanatoria. Sanatoria is just slow process, but actually it's happening. They're calling people, but very slow, very slow. So now, what is this man, Salvini, Uncle Salvini saying? He's saying that, hey, this thing is a flop, man. You guys just looted their money and giving them nothing. Okay, why don't you just return back all their money to them? Because you know them, you know how they apply. Give them back their money because it's not working. Even the minister who initiated created this thing, that Teresa Belanova, yeah, she's even out, So he says it's not working, give them back their money. But look at it very well. Do you think he's speaking for your faith? He's not speaking for you, I'm telling you. He's up to something, because he, in the first place, never even wanted these people who applied for sanatoria to get this document. So now he's calling that, hey, give them back their money. Because giving them back their money, is that the solution? He should be pressing for them, or the president or the government, to fasten the whole thing and give people this document. Instead of saying give them back their money, it's not working. No, make it work by encouraging them. Put pressure on the government and say, hey, have you guys forgotten about sanatoria? Why don't you give it to them? What are people doing? They have paid for this thing. Give them this thing. Rather, he's saying give them back their money, meaning that no document. Just think of it. Just think of it. Giving them back their money. So what's the solution he's bringing? He's not bringing any solution. So that means no document for them. But I pray this government never listen to him at all. They should not even listen to him, because giving them back their money, no document. So he should pray for them or ask the government to give them document. That's it. That's what's up, man. This guy, I don't know. Have you heard that the former French president, Nicolas Sarkozy, that man that ruled before, he'll be going to 3 years. 3 years jail, man. 3 years jail sentence have been issued to him, but he said he's going for appeal because it's not fair on his own side. What was the accusation? They say he tried to bribe the judge when they were investigating him of corruption charges. He tried to bribe the judge, and the judge exposed the whole thing. So now they said he's going to jail, but the judge said if at all he's still found guilty, he lost in the appeal, that he will be given a house arrest. They have to put that bangle on his leg so that he will not escape. Will he even escape to Nigeria? I don't know. So that is it. So I don't know. So people like Salvini, do you think something like that could happen to him? Let's see at the end when the court case is over between him and the government. Yes. So now, ready to cheat and answer. Most of you saw some kind of low payment this very month. I think so, last month. Yeah, this very month, last month, when they paid last. Yeah, you saw this low payment. You're wondering, what is happening? Well, AIMS is saying that because most people applied, did their EASL late, so it really affected it. So they said that this month they'll be getting double payment. So yes, they should expect more of the increase this very month. So nothing to be afraid of. Yes. Remember, I told you guys, please always call that number written on that card. If your card is blocked or suspended, just call and please try to beg them to say sorry after you know the reasons. Tell them, hey, I'm sorry for this. I never knew. Nobody told me. Explain to them, okay? And sometimes, in most cases, like some people told me they did it, and in most cases, it worked for them. So please, always remember that, okay? And also, you can go to CAF and also find out. They can help you call the IMS, and IMS will give them the details of what went wrong with your rector to the answer. Okay, all right. Now, bonus agricolor. Most of you have applied and worried. When are they going to pay? When is that particular month? Well, from information gathered, they said it's around June, July. Well, why some said March, but they said normally it's June, July, and most will not be paid. Most people will not be paid, especially those who worked last year. So they said it doesn't work that way. You have to wait until like next year, so they'll gather the whole money and then pay to you. That is if this is your like first time applying for it. Let's say this is your first time working in that sector, agriculture, and now you applied for it this year. So they said no, they won't give it to you this year. Rather, they'll keep the money for you. So until next year old, when you now apply, they'll pay you the money. Yeah, that money is big, man. 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, different kind of amount. You can see, depends on how your capo did the contribution. If your capo did not do the contribution, well, nothing for you, man, nothing for you. So if you don't see anything and they tell you your capo did not do any contribution, when you find out the information, go and meet him and say, hey guy, why are you doing this to me? After suffering for you, you did not pay my contribution. It's not fair, man. So that is it. Oh, well, Rete Majesa, you're waiting for that one. Yes, as usual, no date yes had been announced. Yes, no date. So please still hold on. Even the government, they are still working on other kind of bonuses, many, but no date for them yet. So please subscribe so that when I release them, you'll be the first to know, so that you rush, go to CAF, CGIL, and go and apply. All right, I remain yours truly, Chi. Remember to give yourself love. That show love to your body, okay? And also show me love by liking my video, share to your friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, subscribe, please. It's very important. Let's see in the comment section. I am signing out. I'm Chi. Ciao.